Hey folks, Neil Beasley here. District basketball coming down to the wire. Let's get you warmed up for this week's action. The girls' postseason starts next week. Let's take a look at some DFW teams to watch in the lineup. If you look at 6A, you have to start with Boswell. We'll talk with head coach John Reese later in the show, but his Pioneers have proven without a shadow of a doubt that they will be a force to reckon with in the postseason. 5 starters that all average close to double-figure points on the season, and they're led by Camille Williams, a University of Miami commit. And scoring isn't their main claim to fame. The Pioneers play tenacious defense that forces opponents into double-digit turnover nights. When their shooting is on point, there isn't many teams in the state that can beat them. We've talked about District 5 6A basketball, and rightfully so. That district has 3 teams in the state's top 11, including Geyer, Boswell, and Flower Mound. Tuesday night, Geyer and Boswell battled it out for the district crown, but all 3 will be a problem in the postseason. They all play tremendous defense and like to keep the scores low. The old adage, defense wins championships, will be preached ad nauseum in these 3 locker rooms because that's what will take them far in the playoffs. South Grand Prairie is a team to look out for in 6A as well. They played a tough non-district schedule, but 8 6A did not give them the competition they will see in the postseason. Cal-bound Taylor Barnes is an elite 2A player for the Lady Warriors as they made the state tournament last year. Duncanville is going for a repeat in 6A, and they have the talent to do it. Jasmine Gibson and Samari Holman have been leading the way for the Pantherettes. They've taken down most opponents along the way to another solid season. They've also toughened up a couple district foes in Lancaster and Cedar Hill, who hope to make long runs as well. In 4A, all eyes are on those Lincoln Lady Tigers. They are nationally ranked and have beat many of the 6A teams we've already talked about in this lineup. Lincoln is a clear favorite to get to state and to bring home a banner for the first time in over 20 years.
Switch to Cricket and get nationwide 5G, so you can post that epic ooh. If you switch, you also get a free phone, which you need. Welcome to getting more. Welcome to Cricket Nation. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Inside High School Sports is brought to you by Whataburger, just like you like it. And by Parker University. Check out our bachelor's degree in strength and human performance today.
We caught up to a big-time athlete from the Metroplex in this week's Recruiting Trail.
Camille Williams, point guard. I feel like the main thing for me is just that they're really family-oriented. I feel like that's a big thing for me. I think how they are with their players as well, obviously wanting their players to get better on and off the court. I think those are the 2 things that I really concentrate on when I go on visits and stuff like that. So, yeah. I mean, I just, I want to go in there, learn new things, obviously, create relationships and all that. I want to leave a good legacy there when I get there, of course. I just want to make a name for myself and obviously help lead my teams to, however far we go and just do great things, of course. So on the court, I think I'm like a very good facilitator. I think I can get the ball in the right spots. I can get my teammates in the right spots. I think I can score on every level. I think I'm aggressive and everything like that. I think those are the main things that describe me on the court. Off the court, I feel like I'm kind of the same off the court. Like I feel like I'm a good leader off the court. Like I feel like I just do a lot of things for other people. Like I'm not much of a selfish person. I want to encourage other people to, obviously maybe play basketball and do other things, but help them, like little girls, like mature and help understand everything in life. So, yeah. I want them to know that I feel like I'm a fully committed person to their program, any program. I think I could bring a positive impact to wherever I go. I think just me as a person, I feel like I can bring so much, and I think that's just they should know. I feel like I'm a great person. Like I said, I don't know where I can do a lot of things. So I'm hoping to accomplish winning state. I think my team this year can go very, very far and make it to the championship. So I think I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to, just finishing out senior year. I'm ready, obviously ready to graduate, but I'm ready to just finish it out, do all the things I can while I can, because I know when I get to college, it won't be as much. So just finishing the high school experience and obviously making it to state. So, yeah. How I can push people like through adversity. I feel like, making my team very consistent in that way. I want to leave a like kind of different kind of legacy. Like, I know it's not as different, but like a different type of leadership. I feel like I could bring just things like that. I think is a major part of something I want to leave on and, inspire other people. So for sure, yeah.
Switch to Cricket and get nationwide 5G so you can post that epic ooh. If you switch, you also get a free phone, which you need. Welcome to getting more. Welcome to Cricket Nation. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Inside High School Sports is brought to you by Kubota, the #1 selling compact tractor in Texas. For details, visit gokubota.com. Kubota, together we do more.
Our Ward Fasold caught up with Boswell head coach John Reese to get his insight on how the Pioneers are playing going into the postseason in this week's Media Day segment.
All right, it's Media Day, and we are joined with Boswell head coach John Reese and his girls. I tell you what, the way you guys are playing now, you shot up to 2 in the ranks, probably it seemed like from the get-go, and you've been sitting there the whole time and haven't really taken any lumps as far as losses to drop you back a little bit. I got to see you play last week, and the way your defense plays, I think I mentioned before, one of your players, Sydney Dora, had 5 points 14 seconds into the game because she hit a 3, then stole it and put it in. I said, okay, I'm in for this kind of deal. When you play defense like that, it has to be a luxury because you can afford to have an off shooting night here and there because your defense is always going to get you some good points. Is that how you'd see it?
Well, right. Well, and I explained to the girls that, especially in our district, it's tough top to bottom. But at the same time, the game of basketball, that you're going to have off shooting nights. Yeah, but one thing I try and explain to them is that defense travels, and so the one thing we want to try and do is create easy baskets. And the best way to do that is by defending. You create some turnovers and you get out in transition, you're able to run. And teams that are really good defensively, you don't want to always go against a half-court defense all the time, whether it's zone or man. So the easier we can create some turnovers in transition, get out and run, it gets us going offensively. It allows us to get the ball going in the basket. At the same time, it allows us to get up and pressure again and do what we like to think we do best, and that's defend. So if we can press you for 94 feet and get you fatigued and put you in some pressure situations, like I said, defense travels. Every night the ball's not going to go in the basket, so we like to get up, defend, pressure you, get you uncomfortable, and create some easy opportunities on the offensive end.
And for you guys seem like you're comfortable being uncomfortable because it was a physical game against Legacy. I saw your girls on the ground a lot, getting big, getting elbows, getting shoved as they're dribbling, and they just jump right back up and keep going because, fouls weren't called. Do you feel like you have a physical, gritty bunch as well?
I like to think we do. That's our thing. I tell the young ladies all the time, you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. And that's the style and the brand of basketball we like to play. The physicality of it just kind of comes with it. And sometimes the officials let you play, sometimes they don't. And that's one thing I tell the young ladies in the first quarter, you kind of have to adjust to the whistle. Sometimes on the road, it's a little different. My biggest thing is if it's not on the shot and so forth, it's okay. But anything that's affecting the shooter or, actually attempting the shot, that's a little different. So we do like to, make other teams uncomfortable. Lots of young ladies they're not comfortable with, physicality. And so we like to think we are. And if it plays to our side, we like to use it. So, we like to use the physicality part of it as, to our advantage if we can.
You told me something interesting a little earlier. You said at the beginning of the season you thought your starting 5 could average double digits, and you're just about there, if not already there. How rare is that for a team you've coached or even teams you look around to have 5 straight-up scores that could get you a double digits any night or every night for this matter?
It's very rare. On the guys' side, once before, once before I had it on the men's side. I coached guys for a little over 20 years, and I came to the women's side for the last 10. And it's rare. And to have 5 special young ladies that are capable on any given night of giving you 20, and each one of these starters has hit the 20-point threshold at some point in time throughout the season. And a couple of nights we've had a couple of them at 20 points. But to have 5 young ladies averaging 10 points, it's a luxury. It makes it hard to double team. And then, if somebody gets hot, you feed them. These young ladies understand that. They move the ball extremely well. They're selfish, and it's fun to watch them play, and they're even more fun to coach.
Perfect. Well, I'm looking forward to it, Coach. Thank you very much for joining us, and good luck in that postseason.
I appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Hey, that'll do it for today's show. Thanks for joining us. We talked a lot of girls' playoffs, but the boys' regular season is finishing up as well. Go and check out a game if you can.